Hello everyone, it is Erin Flutter here, and I am here doing a December reset. So that means I am going through November. I am doing my monthly review for November, going through and doing the goals for November, and then I am going back in and transferring Monday, November to December. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with my monthly review and take a look at what I did last time, because it's been a hot minute. It's been a month. So I do an October in review, and then I do a goals assessment. I'm not sure I'm going to do the goals assessment like I did last time. It just didn't end up working out. So let's go ahead and do a November in review. Of course, it is going to be with my Ancient Worlds theme. You can kind of see how it's going here. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Okay, so at this point I have set up the basis of my pages. So I have my November in review, I have my November goal review, and I kind of messed up. I think you guys saw that where I started to put October. I don't know why, but I started to put October. So instead I had these mini headers. So I decided to do November goal review on this side, and then December a look ahead. So that way I can compare the goal that I've done and what I need to do looking forward for that goal, or if it needs to be reassessed completely. So that's the thought process there, mostly because I messed up. And anyways, I am doing a November to December reset, so it ends up working out. So let's go ahead and fill some of this stuff in. All right, so here's what I've got. Here are my November in review items. So we have my favorite memory, or a memory that is going to stick with me, is the men's national team versus England game for the FIFA World Cup. Now, I do want to talk about the FIFA World Cup at some point. I don't think it's going to be in this video because I am battling a little bit my morals versus my love of soccer, and I want to talk about that more. I'm not really sure what forum is appropriate to talk about that. I don't think a goals review is very the best spot to talk about it. So I do want to talk about it, but maybe not today. Highlights was hosting Thanksgiving, finishing Black Friday, obviously the World Cup, and sneak peeking Archer and Olive goodies. My favorites this month, there's still a little bit left to the month. It is November 27th when I'm filming this, but this is basically what I've got so far. Movie is The Santa Claus. I can't really think of a movie that we watched. And this is why in 2023 I have a spot for my favorite section, because I get really, like, I can really only remember the last week or so, and we have been mostly watching the World Cup, so movies have kind of been on the low end of our radar. Song is basically all Christmas pop. I've been listening to Christmas for a while. TV show is The Santa Clauses. Again, kind of going with that. That's a new TV show on Disney Plus. Book is So Not Meant to Be. That's probably because it's the only book that I've been reading this month. I'm having a really hard time with it. It's not really a favorite so much. I was going to put a book that I'm excited to read, but that doesn't really categorize well here. And then meal was Thanksgiving dinner. Usually I want to save that for meals that, like, recipes that we don't cook often, and like I want to like remember that we really enjoyed that. But again, we don't really do Thanksgiving that often, so I wanted to highlight that. Nervous about my partner and I are going to Florida, and we are leaving the animals, and it is the first time that I am leaving my babies for this long, so it's going to be really hard for me. And excited to go to Islands of Adventure, Universal, Harry Potter World, and seeing my nephew in person. I don't know about my niece, but I know I'm for sure seeing my nephew. So I wanted to put that. November goal review. I did not work out 25 times this month. I did also get sick this month. So, and cardio 12 times. The bike was broken. And by broken, I mean we forgot a piece. Putting up the barn door. We didn't do that. I still need to adjust the screws, and it's an annoying process. Filming all the 2023 content, I did that. Making a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner, I did that. And December look ahead, I want to save this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and set my December goals, but I'm going to save this for now. Because I want to kind of go a little bit more in depth about why I'm choosing what goals and things like that. But I don't want to write it down right now. Okay, so let's switch gears. Let's go over to my goal setting notebook, and let's go into where we are at. Okay. I don't need to do the quarterly review yet because it is not time for that. So let's go ahead and look at the quarterly goals. So basically how this quarterly goals page works is there's 2 goals for each particular category. And then I have 3 different months in the quarter. So this is goal 1, goal 2 for October. Goal 1, goal 2 for November. Goal 1, goal 2 for December. So that's kind of how it works. So let's go ahead and look at this. We did set monthly goals, and we are doing a reset. This is probably my easiest category to do. For fun and recreation, we did a mini getaway, kind of. Our big getaway is technically in December. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off because why not? Work, set monthly goals. I did not finalize the records. That's not for lack of trying. I got sick when we were having those meetings, so I'm not going to do that. Go to Florida to see the family. That is the December. And then alphabet date nights. We've kind of slowed up on that, mostly because we kind of have a plan for what we're going to do for next year. And I kind of don't want to ruin alphabet date nights. But I'm going to mark date nights because we did do a date night, even if it wasn't an alphabet date night. Oh, and I marked the wrong one. Oops. Okay. See, this is why I shouldn't mark things ahead of time. Okay, health and wellness. Set monthly run goals. I didn't run. I set the goal, though. And then reduce stress. I did very much do that. I'm very proud of myself for that. Business. Yes and yes. The physical stickers. I do have physical stickers left, and they're going to be available in grab bags starting in January. So that's how I'm going to get rid of the rest of my stock there. And then everything from there. If you're a patron, you will get physical items. If you are not a patron, only digital items are going to be made available. So if you want physical stickers from me, head over to Patreon. Although I am... Maybe don't sign up for Patreon yet unless you want it in November and December, because in January I'm switching I'm switching modes there a little bit because I have some concerns over Patreon and their management. Log business finances, yes, and save $200 monthly. I honestly have not looked at my finances to know if I did that. My guess is I probably didn't, because all the extra money is going towards the trip to Florida and Christmas gifts. So I'm going to go ahead and say out on a limb that that didn't happen. And then going into physical environment, finalizing the new office. No, we did revamp the living room area, though. So I am going to go ahead and mark that in. Okay, so that's quarterly goals done. And I like to look at this before I start working on December, because it kind of reminds me what the goals are for the quarter, like the big overarching ones. And then I can adjust accordingly. So let's go back into December and set some goals. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. I like to set a monthly goal for each aspect of my life, and then another like big thing that I am working on. So let's set my health and wellness goal. Again, I'm going to have a hard time running because it is wet and potentially snowy. So I do keep getting disappointed that I'm not like finishing my goals, but I'm going to try yet again to work out 25 times. And hopefully I will not get sick, because that has happened the past couple months that I keep getting sick. So I'm going to work out 25 times and walk 5 days per week, because I need to continue to get some cardio in. The bike is fixed, so I do want to also bike, but I don't think running is going to be in the cards. I will try to run as much as possible. Goal 2. Let's set one for work. I do want to finish climate change initiative. Log all records for CAS. So basically, one of our climate change initiatives is moving into the 21st century and moving all of our records electronically, tagging them with the right dates and things like that. So that is part of my boss's climate change initiative. So, and as usual, a lot of things that have to do with technology come to me. So that is my initiative, not necessarily anyone else's. Pretty much just mine. Okay, so for goal 3, let me look back really quick. I want to finish this. I want to finish this office. I really do. I just don't think the barn door is possible. I want to clean up everything off of the office floor. And number 4, I want to do another project. I'm not going to do the barn door. I'm not going to paint. I'm not going to sand. I know these things about me. I need to stop making them goals right now, because especially when it's cold, I just don't want to do it because for example, me doing the metal thing, it's cold outside and I need to do that outside. So it's just not going to happen. So go through boxes in gym closet. I want to be able to use the closet in the gym. And right now, I still have a bunch of boxes from moving. So I need to go through those boxes because that just can't happen. So those are going to be my 4 goals for December. Working out 25 times, walking 5 days per week, finishing a climate change initiative, clean up everything off the office floor, go through boxes in the gym closet. A lot of this is going to have to wait till we get home from Florida, but, well, not the working out, but most things are going to have to wait till we get home from Florida. Okay, so let's move over the master task list. All right, so this is what I've got so far from my master task list, work stuff. This home section is usually for cleaning stuff, so this is stuff that I do every month. For example, I have a septic system, so I put in a cleaner every month to put new bugs in the septic, to break it down so it works as effectively as possible. For business, I have 2 kits coming up for the patrons. So that's Otterly Love. That is a revamp. And then the Penguins kit. The Penguins kit will be the primary kit. And then Otterly Love will be one that folks opt into using the patron choice form. And then a whole bunch of things that I have to film. 2 of which, well, one I filmed today. And then one I filmed when I got the sub box. And then some additional projects down here, for example, the gym storage, moving the container that holds our trash can and recycling. We have to have a container because we have raccoons and a lot of wildlife. I live on a mountain, so they need to be in a locked container. And that container right now is in the way because we both usually park on the back end of my property. But when it snows and things like that, we can't access that. So we have to park on the front end where that trash thing is. So that's something that needs to get done, Christmas lights, etc., etc. So that is my December reset. So I am ready for all of my tasks for December. I am ready for my goals for December. I am ready to go. I'm ready to go to Florida. I'm ready to take some time off. I am ready to attempt to relax for the first time in my life. Anyways, so that's what I've got for December. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. This is going to be revamped in January. I'm going to do a whole process, but that was not in the cards this time around. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.